Hello again, welcome to Poppa's Pastimes. Today I'm just going to go through my IFAK. So this is our individual first aid kit. We don't necessarily need them all of the time when we're out, especially on the ranges, but Forestry Scotland require all stalkers to carry an IFAK. So this one is mine. It's based on information that we gathered when we was doing our first aid plus F course, which is the forestry course, and also when I was doing my ballistics range first aider course. So it's probably a bit of an overkill, but it is mine. It's designed for my use, not for anybody else's use, although that is not what would happen in reality. If I came across somebody that needed first aid, I would almost certainly use my first aid kit to provide assistance. So let's get into it, and I'll show you what we've got. So the bag itself I acquired from, I think it was Amazon, almost certainly it was Amazon, but what I will do is I'll put the link below. Just trying to turn on active track. So in the front of the pouch, you can see that it says IFAK. It clearly states what it is in case somebody comes across me and realises that I need some first aid. It's got my blood group on there, no known drug allergies, NKDA, no known drug allergies. So in the front pouch is just really where I keep medication and your sugar drinks, high energy drinks, just in case you find yourself in a situation where you need them. Now you do need to check these periodically because they do have sell by dates on, and so I basically just go through all of my first aid kits, which I keep these in, and then I make sure that they're all within date. I keep antihistamines. I've got ibuprofen, paracetamol, and other bits of over-the-counter medication which you can use there. In the side pouches I've got some bandages. These, I don't really worry too much about the date on these because at the end of the day, you know, they're bandages and I can't really see it being too much of a problem. And the guy, especially when we were doing our ballistics first aid course, said, look, if you need to stop bleeding, you will stop bleeding, whatever it takes. So that's in this side pouch. In the other side pouch I have a lighter, so this is one of those, it's like a jet lighter, which is quite useful. I have some zinc tape, some gauze, and that's it for that pouch. In the rear I have where you keep plasters and that kind of thing. So I've got, there's some plasters in there, some large film dressings, waterproof dressings, and then there's the your quick reference guide for first aid from Real First Aid. I can't recommend this chap enough. Absolutely superb guy. We did our ballistics range first aider with this guy and it was absolutely brilliant. Really good course. Next thing in the main body is where most of the bits are. So I've got two tourniquets, high-vis tourniquet and just a standard cat tourniquet. So these are all combat application tourniquets. These are the genuine ones, and you can tell the genuine ones because it has the detailed information there. There are lots of fakes of these around on Amazon and Temu and places like that, and the feedback that is coming back is that they're actually starting to cost lives now. They're using these over in the Ukraine and other areas of conflict, and so these bars tend to be snapping, so they can't get enough tension on to stop the bleeding. So they are a little bit more expensive, but you know, if it's a difference between surviving and not surviving, then I think I would rather have paid the little bit extra. I've got a roll-up splint, so this is foam-backed aluminium, and you can shape this into pretty much any form that you need it to be. So if you've got something that's gone over on the ankle and you need some ankle support, or you're using it for part of a sling on your elbow or something like that, really good bit of kit. Again, this is something that Adam from Real First Aid showed us. Eye wash. Again, we've got compact gauze, gloves, here we've got an overnight shelter, or it's just an emergency shelter, but these things have been used for overnight stuff. It's a great little thing to have. They don't cost an awful lot of money either. So I've got here a Leatherman Raptor, which I also have on the seat back. You'll have seen that in the mods video on the Deer Taxi. A great piece of kit. But then again, I really do have to say that the copies that you can find, which with one is in the Deer Taxi, are also really, really good quality. So it's got a seatbelt slash tool there. Really good bit of kit. Israeli bandage, trauma wound dressing. We've also got applicators for hemostatic granules. So this is if somebody does actually end up with a penetrative wound and you need to stem the bleeding. The applicator allows you to place it into the wound, you inject it in there, and the Celox basically creates the clagging agent, so it clots and seals the wound. Again, hemostatic gauze, similar product to that. I've heard lots of different reviews of how people use it, and some people say that it's, you know, there's a minimal time difference between the clotting agent in your body actually taking effect and the additional support that you get from Celox. So I don't know too much about that. Thankfully, I have no point of reference, but I've got it just in case. Again, some more high energy drinks. I've got some tick removal twisters, and then some foil heat or energy emergency blankets. So to keep your heat and your energy in. So if you are caught in adverse weather or you are losing heat through shock or trauma, then I've got a couple of these in here just for that. So hopefully pretty much with everything that I have in here, I should be catered for should anything happen on the hill. So, but again, it may not be what other people use. Other people might think that this is a bit of an overkill, but I'd rather have than have not when it comes to needing it. So that's what it is. If you've got any suggestions, you think that I could be using this in another way, or there are other first aid features that I could add to this, then leave a comment, let me know what you think. But like we always say, there's no point tickling it.